Hello and welcome back to Gapey's Grow Room. So I changed things up a little bit here in the grow room. I moved the onions up to this middle shelf because they were getting a little bit too long. You can see they need a lot more room than the peppers do. So I moved them up here to give them more space. And first here we have the Elsa Craig and Tropina lunga. These are seeds that I saved I think 2 or 3 years ago, and they germinated a lot better than I was expecting. So I've got lots of those, and I'll be giving these a trim. I usually trim them once they get to about 5 inches tall or so I'll probably trim them down to about here. And then next we have Yellow of Parma, and these are ones I got from Baker Creek Seeds this year. They didn't germinate as well as the saved seed, but they didn't do too bad. And then I've also got some scallions, and the ones here on the right side of this container these are the ones that I saved I think last year, but you can see they're doing a lot better than the other ones, and it might be because they're a little bit older seed, but those were from the original packet on the left. And then lastly this was called a King Negi, and it's kind of a leek type of onion, but you can see nothing germinated. So these came from a seed swap. So it's been, I think, 3 weeks since I started all of these, and they should have come up by now, so I'm just gonna toss that out, I think. And down here at the peppers, let me raise the light so we can see these. And I wanted to mention I do have the heat mat down here, but I swapped this out for a bigger heat mat. So this will actually hold, I think, 4 of these trays here, but I've got 2 trays on there right now, but this covers pretty much the whole shelf, so I really like this heat mat, and it's by iPower. I got it on Amazon. I can't remember exactly how much it was, maybe 50 bucks or so. I'll put a link to it in the description. But we have here on the left the seeds that I started on January 1st, so they're 4 weeks old today. The Black Panther, this is the second one here. Both of these are Black Panthers, but it must be a pretty unstable cross, because you can see they look very different. I really like how this one on the right looks. It's got some purple veining in the leaves, so I'm definitely going to grow that one out, and I'll probably sell the other one. But I only have room in the greenhouse for 1 of each variety, so all the extras will be sold in the spring. And then I wanted to show you the Peter Reaper here in the back. Those have some really neat dark purple leaves there on both of those starts. And then, also on the Gator Jigsaw, I wanted to show you, for its first primary leaf, it only put out 1. So it put out 1 really huge leaf over here, and it didn't put out 1 on the other side, so it got really big. But it's got 2 more, actually. There's a couple of new leaves coming out there, so they're doing really good. And the ones on the left are from the Jiffy seed starting mix, and the right is the spiked soil, but I'm not seeing too much difference in the 2 right now. But we'll keep an eye on those and see if there's any difference. And then these next 2 trays are ones that I started 2 weeks ago. So they're only 2 weeks old, and they don't have any primary leaves yet. The Freeport Scotch bonnet here in the back was the last one to germinate, so it's just now popping out of the potting mix. And they're doing pretty good. The Hobito Peach was the first one to come out, and it's got leaves a little bit bigger than the others. And then the rest of the peppers over here are extras that I decided not to toss out, so I'm just going to grow these out and just sell them when they're ready. And this one here is a little bit bigger than the others because this was one that I started on January 1st, and the rest of these were from 2 weeks ago. So that's how those are doing. Now I wanted to also show you the next set of varieties that I'm going to be starting today. So I've got 6 varieties that we're going to start. The first one is the Korean Gochu. So this is one that I grew last year, and these are seeds that I saved, and it was my favorite pepper last year. I made some nice kimchi out of it, so I'm definitely growing that again. And then the rest of these I've never grown before. So this is one that I got from Vince Chan on Google+. He says it's his favorite one of his favorite Thai varieties, but he got it from his aunt's cluster chili in Louisiana. And then I think I'm going to grow that one in a container this year. And then we have the lemon drop, which is also known by ahi lemon. And this came from the Super Duper seed swap in 2017 from Polka Dog Tara. And that should be a good one. That's one, I know a lot of people that have this as their favorite pepper, and they grow it every year. So let's see, we next have the Sugar Rush Red Striped. I've grown Sugar Rush Peach before, and that was an awesome pepper. It was probably my favorite pepper that I grew in, I think it was 2016. So this is a different variation of that, so we'll see how that one does. And I got that one from Curtis West on Google+. And then I have two Kang Star varieties. This is one of his crosses. He crossed a Thai bird's eye with a chocolate Scotch bonnet. And there's a little bit of dried peppers in here with the seeds, so I can actually try them. This is one of his favorite varieties, so I'm looking forward to that one. Then we also have the Kang Star White Thai. And his white Thai is a little bit different. It gets a little bit of purple on the pods, so it's a really pretty pepper. So I'm looking forward to that one too. So I'm going to get these started in paper towels, and if you want to see that process, I posted a video on January 1st, I think it was. I'll put a link to it in the description. That's it for now. I'll give you another update in 2 weeks and show you what I'm going to grow next. Thanks for watching.